everyone. Damn, I hope we're here. Yes, we are. We're here. We're sound. We're vision. We're Cat. She has been waiting seriously. So first we need to quickly just tend to Kitty. She was very early for her shift today. Hello. So I'm so happy that people have been waiting here for me. This 20 after thing, it's because it's 4:20 on the East Coast. Perfect time for you to blaze up, right? Whoop. Whether we're talking about blazing up your trees or whether you're blazing up your iPad and getting ready to make something, I don't know, right? So let me just quickly single you guys out for some hellos for Jim Shannon and for Slag Saint, a new friend from Friday. It's very nice to see you. We won't discuss Friday's misbehavior. We were all doing it. Frank Terzo, who's going to be on later with his most fabulous community pulse. So every day, if you show up to a show, you will end up getting kind of redirected. We call it dumping to other people's shows. And then you meet new streamers and you learn new things and you have a new amount of fun and you make new friends and it's all the best. So that's super cool. Let's see. Thomas Christ is here. Thomas Christ is one of the streamers in our community. He is the host of You Rock, which is where we send in our stuff. And, where we send in our stuff and get it listened to. And he also does his own, he's got like 25 or 30 albums or something, and he performs every Saturday. That's what's going on there. Let's see, who else do we have in the front row? Riverbend Sim, hello. A good member of our community, making music all the time. Heathen Granny, hello there. Good times. My link tree, you can catch by, you could follow that right over there, that QR code, or you could type that right over there. Anyway, that's all. The other app, everywhere else you can get in there to do. Right on. All right. So let's get into it. First, we're going to check out what's new this week. I'm going to react to the new apps and updates and sales of the week and kind of show you what I grabbed out of it. And because I'm going to spend as long as possible stalling working on my April song because I am what you call extremely scared, stuck, all those things. That's why I'm going to work it out in front of y'all. Anyway, let's head on over to the iPad view. Me and the pie are going into the corner. Whoops. Right on. Yes, these are my intros. All right, so we're gonna go to, as we do every week, run to the Beat community. The latest from the Beat community and iOS software, because that's what I focus on. Of course, you can go to the Beat community and just go to their home, and there's news about everything that's in this beautiful ecosystem of creating music, something that we all love. All right, from the 6th, let's wind back, rewind. Update Mirac, Grainheads. What's the last stuff I saw? Yep. Presets more. Gorilla Synth has been updated, and now Raven Synth is out too, by the way. So let's see. Audio Modern stuff is on sale. but Freezer, I believe it's still on sale, $6.99 from $9.99. It's for expressing like gating and stuff as is in dance music. It kind of remixes your stuff right on the spot. I think it's really cool on drums and stuff when you want to get your drums all tweaked, and you can send it on. Anyway, that is all happening. Let's see, 16 drones. I got that this week. So 16 drones is a free download, and it's got quite a lot of functionality in the free version. But if you want to use it in your AV3s and stuff, a $5.99 in-app purchase is what will unlock that. So, and I'd much rather play with drones than try to work on this song. But I'm going to push through. I'm going to push through in front of you for you. So you can laugh at me for one. And so you can see that pushing through and also being stuck and starting with terrible garbage, right? If you're starting just garbage, you can still make a lot of songs, because I've got over 50 songs. Not as many as Thomas, but for someone who started when they were over 50, I've got a lot of songs. So anyway, I bought the thing. It's an ambient drone synthesizer. Honestly, let's just throw it on here real super quick, just to show you. Of course, Jade has done a tutorial on it, but I thought I'd show, like, all these are the different notes, like in your scale, and you can do all these different things with them: pulse, ramp, drone. C, S, and H, LFO. And if you solo it, so edit, if you edit it, you can solo it. See how it's subtly different? And then you can play it like this. So you still got your drone going, and then you can play. Gosh, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use that for midnight chill, that's for sure. On the late night, super cool versions. Let's see. I've got my... All right, back to our list. Back to this. Very exciting, right? You're going to find me, oh boy, am I going to be doing a lot of asides here, but that's okay. So Louis Gareth K. Laval released Cache AV3 Sample Browser. It's $2.99. It's a fast and simple sample browser for iPhone, iPad, AV3 hosts that lets you open up your own sample folders, browse collections, preview audio files, detect sample key, and drag sounds straight in to compatible apps and hosts. Launchpad and 16 drones, exactly, right? Oh, so when I get done with this, I'm going to tell you something about Launchpad that's new. It's something that I went through with Launchpad. It's kind of a important thing to know if you're a Launchpad lover. So Cache basically is a little sample thing. I feel like it's a really awesome thing to use, like in Logic, where you can't open up all your sample folders. Michelle, Zealand Band, hello. Nice to see you. All right, so I'm probably gonna buy that unless I get a copy of it for free. Andre Navarre updates Grain Heads, which I've never even heard of. Let's check this out. Grain Heads, free download with in-app purchase that unlocks Pro. That Pro unlocks loading external samples and recording microphones. So actually it sounds like it's pretty powerful for free. So you add 4 sample slots, playhead, where it decide where to take grains. It's a granular synthesizer. Wow. Load into 4 sample slots and create multiple independent playheads. Okay. Let's grab that. Because there's no point in not trying it, right? Me rack has been updated. What's new? Me rack, my rack, whatever. It's now possible to place additional modules next to controller module. So you can your control, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, Heathen Granny. It's like bug stuff, control. It's not that big of a deal. So no worries. Hey, Steven Ewert, let's kick it. We're kicking it right here. I think I may have forgotten to set our redirect. Frames has been updated. Let's see what they've done to frames. Note of content. Improved performance, increased maximum voices to 6. That's always nice. We always love that. It's so much easier to dump to Jade's shows now that she's doing all of her app shows on pre-record. Do you guys know about that? Hey, Louis. So do you know that Jade is doing her app demos are coming up in the morning my time? How to distortion is what we're doing today. So she's going to teach you all about distortion today, and I've now set our redirect, so we're all good to go. Okay, let's go to the first page. We've got a little less of this stuff today. Yay. Sometimes this takes so long to find out what we've got going on. So Tone Bank has been updated. Tone Bank is really cool. I've got the demo or the beta. It's really, really cool. It makes some pretty cool sounding stuff. I have not even gotten close to. Yeah, they're not premieres. So she's doing live streams after me on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the same time frame every day of the week. And they'll all be different shows, but before I wake up at like 10 o'clock my time in the morning, maybe 1 p.m. East Coast time, is when she drops a pre-recorded app demo. They're just there. You should really check them out if you haven't been doing that. Okay, let's see. Tone Bank, fixed state saving in AUM, fixed harmony editor dialogue, renamed edit item in clave and harmony to custom clave and custom harmony. Okay, yeah, it's not that they're no biggies. They're just little changes. Nothing to write home about. Sidechain AUV3 that came out this week. Yes, by the way, there's potential new streams coming up, and they will be based on a Height Club type format and a little bit like the virtual fireplace I used to do, where I'm going to invite just a few people on and we're going to jam and play songs and talk about being musicians. And it will probably be Thursday and or Sunday. All right. Simple tempo synced volume envelope for the classic EDM pumping effect. The default setting will probably do what you need, but there's so anyway, that's pretty cool. Like just something that just works side chaining. $3. Might be a lot easier than trying to figure out side chaining in other apps. Oh, we've updated Elastic OSC again. Oliver is constantly working on these apps. They're always getting better. MIDI program changes will switch user presets, additional MPE presets, help text for MPE parameters, and performance improvements. Playful synthesizer, multiple oscillator notes. Very, very cool. David Lars Guva updates Tapco. I haven't even seen Tapco. The update is free. New drum sampler. Tapco is a fast, no-nonsense drum sampler built by a musician for musicians. Just load your sounds, build your kit, and go. Whoa! So it sounds like it's just a little hand drummer, little thumb drummer. Very cool. Scalar 3 has been updated. That's the hot new app. Fixed audio dropouts with Bluetooth, just little bits, feedback flow, right-click support, smoother performance, more reliable, not anything life-changing. Music 2 has been updated again. I've got this app. We have really, really got to play around with this. After April, in May, I'm going to relieve myself from this trying to write a song by doing nothing but playing. I'm going to play. It's May play. Play in May. May month is play month. The month of play. Added 8 new melodic sound kits. Wow, that's cool. Added 4 new rhythm sound kits. Added 5 new sound kits. 2 new graphic skins. 4 new demo songs. Submit and upload your best songs to the Music 2 gallery. New star physic object. Added thickness parameters. Spin. LFO. You can modulate other LFOs with your LFOs. Yeah, with the LFC. Audio unit MIDI, mixer length parameters. Well, so it's a physics and music app. Hey, Jerry Gomes. Price drop on IAPs in Nicolosi in Mila. There's a MIDI Echo. Oh, MIDI Echo module. There's a MIDI Echo module. So I use a couple different apps like Kaleidoscope and things for that. So this you can do inside your modular synth. How nuts! So Echo Path sublane receives each repeated MIDI event for processing. Wow, repeats are tracked using MIDI channel numbers. It supports up to 16 repeats. You can change the repeats in tempo sync values or seconds. You can push it, but it's optimized to avoid stuck notes or infinite repeats, but you can still push it into doing what it's not supposed to do if that floats your boat. So, for example, inserting a MIDI channel module in modify mode within the sublane can produce infinite repeats. There you go. In such case, the panic action is available in the module actions menu. The module also includes an indicator for when the echo buffer is full. It sounds extremely cool. So then there's all these other there's a bunch of really cool things. If you love to just play around with a modular synth, that is unbeatable. Okay, let's find out what's on sale at 4 Pockets this week. Polypipe, $7.99. Helium, $8.99. MIDI Step, $8.99. They were all $14.99 before. Ed Zielinski, hello. So those are some cool things. That's if you've wanted those, they're on sale this week. Cache has been updated now already. There's a search bar with scoped search and a sort by option. Improved key detection. It now supports and plays MIDI files. Added tap to download support for cloud stored samples. Added loop playback. Sample duration is now displayed beneath audio samples. Added a workaround for saving collections from AudioShare and other cloud drive apps. Excellent. So freaking cool. I can't wait to get my hands on that. I may just buy it. Tweakbench Studios got a new plugin. Jade did a show on this. Tweakbench is rad. There's so much stuff. The new plugin's called Revenant, an algorithmic reverb with DeToro all-pass loop topology. So if you don't want to know what that is, I don't. Skid, all the machines has been updated. Skid. That is. I forget what that even is. It's pretty sure it's a synth. Yes, you can use Mila as an effect too, as a MIDI effect, and it's always being worked on. Absolutely. Riverbend Sim knows their stuff. Raven Synth has come out. I'm gonna probably use some we'll probably make some Raven Synth patch. Only $5. That was this morning's drop from Jade Star. Releases grand sample. Free download. In-app purchase. Sample meets granular. 16 pounds, advanced grain engine, full effects change, step sequencer. Music creation tool. Sample meets granular. It looks like it could be quite fun. Let's grab that too. Why not? I don't know how much the in-app purchases are, but we'll find out. And we'll find out exactly how much. I'm using an external keyboard. If you can see, I'm just, avoid that sampler. Thank you, Jade Star. I love when Jade Star just shows up and tells me something before I mess up my own life. AI vibe coded crap. Oh, boo. Just we'll be deleting that. David Hart updates DH Slice. Jade's going to be doing some cool stuff after this, teaching you all about distortion. Let's get distorted. I see Wes Plays Music and Denise Lance out there in the chat. Welcome to the party. Has anybody, so just while we're catching up with this week in iOS music, we could you could let me know of an Ableton setup. I don't know about Ableton. That depends on whether you have iOS or whether you have desktop. If you have desktop, if anyone in the community here can recommend somebody in the desktop. So it just depends. If we're talking iOS, a bunch of us talk about stuff like that, and we would be all happy to disclose what we're doing. So I run my guitar and mic through AUM, and when we get to that part of the show, yeah, so it'll be easy. I don't know. Hey, see, I've got desktoppers right there in my chat. You guys, please share amongst yourselves your information. That's what we do, right? Let's see. DH Slice, record audio. It's a sidechain recording. That sounds fun. I'm not much of a sampler, so... Audio Thing has released octaves for desktop and iOS. I believe that might be our last thing. Oh, I love aren't their little app, their interfaces are so beautiful. So, it's $3.99 right now. It's going to increase to $6.99. Yeah, Thomas is... Yeah, new Audio Thing Heinbach app. It's Audio Thing's latest collaboration with Berlin-based composer and YouTuber Heinbach. It is a filter plugin designed to take apart the audio spectrum in spreads of octaves, allowing for unique and enchanting spectral... I want it already! Octaves gives you a retro scientific approach to sound that echoes the timeless productions created in the BBC Radiophonic Workshop or the WDR Studio for Electronic Music by the avant-garde masters and modern places like Willem Twee, Strom, and Heinbach's own laboratory. Passive band Filters are designed to listen and especially look at, when connected to an oscilloscope, specific parts of an audio spectrum for signal analysis. It sounds so good. The video drops tomorrow. Yay! So we'll be if you guys are not subbed to Jade Star's channel, you should be subbed to Jade Star's channel. Go over there and you will be able to find just about everything. Before I forget, let's go to my Launchpad bit for the week. I'm going to check out the new sound packs. They're, I showed you 90s house, I'm pretty sure, but we'll just quickly check out 90s house. I've used it there. Thank you so much, Thomas. Whoa. Crashy. Sometimes this buddy still crashes. I hate when that happens. But anyway, this one's got there's that. So 90s house, that's a new one. Industrial electronica, okay, yum, guys. This is what I'm into, right? Let me just turn that down a smidgen because I think that might have been just a touch loud. So we'll reset that. I'm going to put that like at 122. And E minor, maybe. We'll just, whoops. We'll go treble pad. All right, that was fun. And then one more ambient breakbeat. Whoa, it just kept going. Oh, that was so cool. Where is that? Oh, I know what that is. But I can't use it. I know. I can't use it this week. I can't. But that's why I'm using it now here. All right. All right. I know I can't I used it. But I didn't use it to work on my song, so that's fair. That's only fair, right? Anyway, so the story with Launchpad, I've got to tell you real quick. Hey, James Myers Drums. So it has been leveled up just a bit. Like, for example, it teaches you how to connect your, and you can now, let's see, let's go, where is it? If I'm open this, so there's a spot where your recordings are. Let's get this open. Jesus! The spot where your recordings are. This app is still buggy, apparently. But anyway, the spot where your recordings are, when you export recordings. Oh, good Lord. This is why I take extra time on Monday. Anyway, so I could show you, but I'm not going to because that would take me away from my current focus. But anyway, you can export stems, and they no longer support the desktop version. They no longer support Amplify Music, so Amplify Music is done. So if you were subscribed as I was through Amplify Music, they refunded your money, and then you have to re-sign up back through the iPad. That's basically the whole picture. All right, let's find out, what did I have? What did I get this week? I got this Grain Heads today. I got O2 today. O2, if you don't know, is that little fun one-screen music maker, freeform sequencer. It's just a little fun beatbox. Then I had more stuff for my Spanish homework, Translatium. Oh, here, check this out. I got Locally AI. So I got an AI that is only on my iPad. So you just download the full model and you run it offline in complete privacy. It isn't as powerful, right? But it is private, and that's cool. So, and I'm just testing it out and seeing what it does. I got Raven Synth a couple days ago. Raven Synth is pretty rad. 16 drones. We just talked about that. And Midnight Plaza, I got that right in time for last week. All right, so now let's get back to this. Oh, I'm working so hard. How can I, let's open up Logic, and this probably isn't what I was looking for. I'm going in the back. We're going to go April challenge. See how much I've done? Nothing. Oh, I got these Steel Guitar Pros. So what I'm trying to do here is we've got our... I don't like any of these. These were just me playing around. I really did a terrible job. So you should just make fun of me, right? Anyway, but I've got a little bit of this MIDI. So one thing we can do is find these MIDIs. I was thinking about... So what we're talking about very first is doing your so what I'm trying to show you today is arranging. So what I want is to find the length of the song and where the choruses and the verses and stuff are. So that's my first thing. I'm going to just take these and I'm going to loop them. I'm going to loop this, right? I'm going to loop this, so I'm going to do 3 of them. Right? So 12 bars at the beginning of this, and then we've got this one. So it switches to this, and then I think I want like 2 sets of these. And I might just take this and copy it. Let's move the playhead. I don't know, like 3, basically one's kind of an intro or a move. Don't forget about foreshadowing when arranging. Help me! Hugh Caldwell, meow. So everybody just network amongst yourselves and the songs. Does anybody else have a challenge for April that they're doing? So basically the thing that we were doing for the new people is we're working on a project and we're trying to keep from using the crutches that we always rely on. And I always rely on things like running things through complicated convolution reverbs and and taking noise tracks and pulling notes out of noise and then creating beats to go along with it. And that's like what I always do. So let's not do that. We're trying to write a song using regular old songwriting techniques, which is not that easy for me, really. I have done it before, though, because if you've heard The Painted Porch, that's absolutely that. Let's listen to, I'm going to just make this be I'm going to solo that. I think I want this faster. Yeah, it needs to be faster. Ooh, that's nice. 96. I think that I want it to kind of go in little sections. So like here there's an intro and then there's like a verse, right? Let me use my mouse. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, so intro, 4 bars, and then 4 bars of verse type stuff. Then we've got 4 bars of chorus type stuff, verse type stuff, chorus type stuff, right? Then we are going to leave, let's leave 8 measures for a bridge maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there we go. And so then I'm gonna grab the 2 right here. So, and we'll select both of them, right? We're gonna turn off that selection. Whoops. They're selected. So selection, whoops. Now, copy, whoops. Select, let's do this again. There we go. Now copy, there we go. That's copy right there. This is copy. Now we're gonna come back over here and paste. What? That's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds is long enough to be a song, isn't it? And if it turns out it needs to be longer later. Oh, I know. I've got something. Let's do this. Let's go back. And we'll... actually, so we can paste again, right? But then we're going to come back into each individual one. And we're going to select loop. Whoa, don't move it. What we're doing is shortening the loop. So, right? Boop. Yeah, so what I did was I kicked it down to I just took I took the whole chord progression again and just finished it like that. So now we've got 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Wow, that's pretty cool. So I might maybe get a punk song. 30 seconds is plenty. All right, now we'll go. And dun dee dum dun dee dun dun dum da dee da lee la vum chi da dun dum. Yeah, I don't hate that so far. Hey, Kubrick lover. So I don't think this is a hit single exactly, but let's see if Audio 2 has still got, nope. Where, J8 synth. I was using Pop Drummer. Let's find a... let's add a MIDI software instrument, and we're gonna grab... well, let's not use the play source. Let's use that. There we go. Get rid of that. Oops, we won't get rid of that. So our instrument and how we Pop Drummer. Let's open up Pop Drummer. Whoop. I like the Half Ghost Flow 2 on the vintage lo-fi kit. That works. So now I guess we just sort of now we'll see. Oh, hang on. So our output is to a bus to Audio 2. Haha, right there. So I'm actually going to delete this one. We're going to head back, and then you can actually record it right here. Hey, where's my... Well, I did something wrong. Oh, I probably didn't arm it. Huh. You gotta arm it, and it's muted too. Oh, whoops. Wrong audio anyway. So there we go. Let's get rid of that. So easy. Just delete. Let's move on, take off this loop. We're going to get some drums in there. I'm just going to put regular old drums, right? Let's see if we can get that to work. Maybe I don't have the input as bus 1, right? Okay. All right, let's go back to instrument 6. Pop. Oy, 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 oy. I'm getting it to play. It's probably just a little cut in here. It's probably like the play isn't on. What have I done? Oh, there's solo stuff on, huh? That might make a difference. I'm like a fun music teacher if I was the teacher that only knows just slightly as much as or a little bit less than the students. I'm just gonna go through the song and put these drums in. Oh, these drums don't have to stay here, but it kind of helps you get a vibe. Man, I wish my tea would not be empty. I need like a massive teacup. I need a teacup that's bigger than... Look at it, it's down this far. It's like only this much left. Let's save that last sip. So what I've been doing with my tea is I use some of my no sugar syrup, my 0 sugar syrup, in vanilla lavender, and that, and a little of Silk's half and half. This is a little bit, right? A non-mouse. Woo! Bum 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 bum. Hang on a second. I'm going to stop that because guess what I'm going to do? We're going to see, let's see how much of this is. This could potentially be quite a terrible song. Now I'm going going to look at, let's go in here. Like, try to work it out myself here. So it's E minor, B minor, G, C. So funny value found me at the tunnel. What the? Would it sound good if I changed this? How about? Or maybe ooh, you know what? I like the chords reversed. See, that's why if you pick up a guitar or a piano, it gives you that, it gives you like you're just playing around. I don't know how much of that you could hear because like it's just right next to my thingaroo. But let's see what's up over here. We might actually, let's go back to scalar. Maybe start, we did that last week. Let's open up this preset of my April challenge. All right. Whoops. What am I doing? Oh, there we go. Man, this is like, there we go. Okay, we'll just get rid of a bunch of these. So I want my C. Ooh, it moved them. Yeah, I like that better. So get rid of all these. Oh, sorry. So I'm all trying to I want these out. Let's pull that up. Ah, man. I want this gone. I think maybe, is that, where are we working? Main track. Oh, there we go. That'll help, huh? We get rid of these now. There we go. Delete chord. Aha, there we go. So I'm holding it down and then I'm tapping. Delete chord. Just showing you kind of how the learning curve is with this thing. It's not terrible, but it can definitely be noticeable, if you know what I mean. So now we've just got this little guy. So I'm going to come up. Where is that? Exporty. There we go. Exporty. Export chord set. There we go. Chord set export will be like April. Let's type in April challenge. Isn't this just so exciting, right? So now we can come back over here and we can go look for, let's go look for this brand new thing that we just got, recents. Where did I just, April challenge. What just happened? There it is. Whoa, that's not the kind of thing I want at all. That's just a, what in the actual hell? It's like a document. Let's not do it that way then. Export MIDI. Export range loop. Single track. Exported. Sorry. April challenge new chords. There we go. Back to this. Back to looking for this. There we go. All right. Let's see. I'm going to stack these guys up. Hang on. Create folder stack. There we go. Get that out of the way. Now we get on top of these. Wah-ha. There we go. April challenge, new chords. I do not know. Do you see them? It's MIDI. See? Look. It doesn't want to do anything. I love this. Do I sense something wrong? Do I sense something wrong? Let's look at it. Let's look at that in, let's see, where is this? Let's open it in its folder. MIDI. Aha. So we're going to look over here in MIDI and we're going to see what's there. Maybe it's not there. See, there's nothing there. Ha. I must have not had it properly selected. Oi. See, but you guys, it won't, nothing. You're still good, right? Right? We're still good. Main track, export MIDI. Oh, the loop. That's because the loop is up here. Ha. Doy. Now we'll go. I bet it'll work better now. Let's call it the same thing again, April challenge. DAW control. I got no control, baby. This is gonna work. No, do not import the tempo. See, there we go. Only I added all those other things in there. See, these are the mistakes that can happen when you're doing this. See, thanks my friends. My friends made me do this, and so now I am they're laughing at me as I swim. I swim in here. Scalar 3. Let's get rid of this. Whoops. We want to empty that. There we go. Delete clip. Bye-bye. Good. Say bye-bye, clips. Yeah, I like that. It's a little more conducive to writing a... The loop is up there. Oi, oi. Okay, now this is going to be good. So now we export that into this single track. April challenge new. That's okay. It's only a month. You can do anything for a month, maybe. Maybe. April challenge new. No, no. See, there's my new chords. Womp, 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 womp. Let's full size that. Let's make these smaller again. Now we can actually just delete this. I don't want these. I didn't like those anyway. Yeah, he always does that stream of consciousness thing. So now instead of this one, we're gonna only select one, right? Just this one. We're gonna delete that. Now we're gonna bring this up here, and then we're going to hit the loop, and then we're gonna loop it out. There we go. Now, get rid of this one again. Delete. So we can copy that. Actually, oops. Let's copy that and let's just drop it back in down here. Paste it, playhead. And we'll make it shorter. Now we'll copy this. And we're going to drop it up here. So we'll get this one out, delete, and then put 45, paste, delete. I'll take that one and make it, whoops, and turn off this loop function. Now we'll copy that again. And we're going to just dump it right there. So now I can go back and be like, listen. Oh, that's this. These are wrong. Let's get rid of these suckers. Now we'll go back. Whoa, that's a terrible sounding. Where's that other piece right there? Let's see. Okay. Where is that other stupid thing? It can't be that sound isn't even there. Let's solo this puppy. I know it's a phantom sound. We'll solo this one too. Where in the hell? Hang on a second. Something's happening. Let's not do this one. I may have done something really stupid, which may make it fun. Whoa! You guys, there's some freaking... Well, I say whatever's done with this, let's just take it out until we'll find that. I don't know why that went in there. Okay, so let's take our first 8 bars and kill them. So here we go, split by payhead. We're going to just take that and say goodbye. That will be like, oh, whoops. I think we should not have a problem. We should be able to unsolo everything. Yeah. Yeah, I don't hear any static. Yeah. So you can hear the, I'm going to mute this actually because I'm thinking about turning this tempo up again. The tempo is just too, like 104 maybe. dum da dum dum da dum da dum 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 dum. Okay, I've got another I think I want to go do those. You know how I did at the end when I added two short ones? I think we're gonna we'll be off to move everything, right? I want to actually, we're gonna get in here and we're gonna loop it again. We're gonna unloop it. We're gonna loop it back to okay, we're going to move that there, right? And then we're going to unloop, we're going to select everything in the track, and we're going to move it all. We're going to move it all right here. So I'm only going to rearrange a little. So we're going to just come here and we're going to copy this and bring it to the front and paste. So we're going to start and end with the same little two, like a shortened version, right? Let's see how that works. Is nothing for me. Oh, do 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 do. Da 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 da. Da 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 dun 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 da 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 da. Bum. That might be a YouTube problem. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. This is our bridge. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. This will probably have some kind of little vocal that kind of combines everything right there. Let's end it. So here, how long is it? 2 minutes and 46 seconds, it says. It may or may not be exactly that. Whoa, where's our end? There's our end. There we go. Is this something? No, this is like what I was working on last week. Now, I wonder if, let's add some, dun, 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 dun. We may definitely have a different like intro or something. Maybe I should start like throw in some vocalization. Let's do it. Let's throw something in. Here we are. Mini fuse 2-1. Check. Whoops. Do 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 do. Pad that one out. So if it's gonna be vocals, I need Medusa before you can even hear them. Hello. Toot 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 toot. Toot 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 toot. Yeah, you can hear it. And we'll put some Xvox. This is my vocal plug-in. Everyone loves. Mondays are longer. Just Mondays. Hey. We like sexy Leela lead. Hey. Hey. Ooh. Yeah, let's just throw some vocal stuff over there. Look how tiny those are. My drunk neighbor came up with some really great lyrics. All right, let's get back in here. Turn off that input monitoring. Let's see how those sound. It's not terrible. See you later, Zealand. Yeah, see, so we're actually getting somewhere. Really, now there's like a verse and a chorus, and there's like even almost like I could, like, let's just cut this bit right here. Let's see if this will work. So let's, oh, why do I still have it on loop? So I'm gonna play that, and I'm gonna put split by playhead, right? And then let's come back to the end of this, right? I don't know if this is going to work at all. This is just a total, like, so just this little bit, right? Chords. Let's see if there's some analyze chords. Let's see if we can analyze the chords just in that little part of my singing. And maybe I could figure out, like, a different chord progression for that bridge. That could be really fun. See, it's starting to get stuck in my head. Let's see if it's in there. Okay. B. And you can see now, like, look at this. So these are chords that aren't there, right? B, F major, F sharp 7. B, B7, B minor 7. So you can see that one thing I definitely do is my vocal melodies. Now, my voice is an instrument, and it is run by my brain. It is run by my subconscious part of my brain. Not always, but to a certain extent, my brain, my voice is run subconsciously. So I'm actually, like, sometimes I'm doing much more complicated things. Hey, Rainfield, how are you guys doing? I hope you're staying. I hope you're keeping your chins up, and that your recovery is going well from your loss and your damages and all that stuff. Let's see. So I don't know, that doesn't actually, like, give me, but I could try playing stuff over there. Or I could just change it, right? Let's see if I can. Let's take that and make a little. Whoa. Well, we've got a piano here somewhere. Let's find our. Here we go. Let's have a. We want a I think it's actually D major. Yeah. I like the I like the A there. I like that A. Could just throw in like that's like, what the hell is that? Though I actually, two of those chords sounded good. And of course you can just jump in there. Get rid of that. You can come in here like, I like those. So you could just come back and be like. I don't know if I liked this one. I like that. So these ones now, I think they need like they need two of them. Do 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 do. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, that works. Whoops. Just making these longer. Just kind of. Ooh. This is fun. We're just writing. Ooh, I like maybe two of these. Like let's add one. Let's see if that sounds good. Like it's two of them. Yeah, let's get rid of all of these now. Whoops. not pencil. Let's brush out all of these, Weep. Whoa! Try to get all of these out, and then we'll just probably copy and paste the originals. Beep, 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 beep. Do 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 do. Whoops. Whoops. That was not. I probably should have done that. Because there's stuff up there. Here you go. I like that. So instead of trying to mess it up in here in the edit section, whoops, you can take this one and make that right that size, right? Now you can take this and copy it and then paste it. So now you've got this separate section. Let's see how it sounds going into it. I'm going to change that. Yeah, well, they fit. It fits. I mean, it needs some adjustment, but I don't think it's that bad, right? Right? Smoke break. That's actually it. So it's 2:53 here, which means in 7 minutes that we're going to be at Jade's. So I think, because we're kind of at a stopping point, so let's come out of that. It automatically saves. So, right? That was actually, so it's actually getting somewhere. I got a lot further than I thought I was going to. Oh man, I really thought I was losing it. So let me say goodbye to you with my face. Hi. I'm back. The cat is asleep. She's stuffed full. So back here tomorrow, I'm going to be doing my usual Tuesday show, which is artwork. I'm going to show you my secrets for bringing my messy mixed media techniques into your clean, fresh, take it anywhere iPad. And then Wednesday, of course, the guitar is back on Fur and Frets. I'm going to try to play as long as possible. I might even try to play the full hour. We will see how we get. And I might have a new song, a new Doug Kidder song to sing. And then, of course, Midnight Chill, you know, it's always the thing. Anyway, next up is Jade Star, her new exciting selection of live streams every week is How to Distortion is what's coming up. So, big love, everybody. Take all the peace you can. Carry with you. Whoops. Well, darn it. I don't get any. No. Oh, well. Anyway. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. After Jade's, there's going to be Pete, and then there's going to be Frank, and then there's going to be Vince. It's all how it is. All right. That's my Music Mondays. Bye-bye.